Imagine you need something right away, or something you own just broke. Wouldn't it be simple to go online and just hit print? This concept is made entirely possible with the technology of 3D printing. 3D printing will revolutionize the way both goods and products are produced, by the producer and the consumer. Hi, I'm Matt Sauer, and today I'll be discussing with you the history, the benefits, the concept, and the controversies associated with 3D printing. 3D printing is a type of additive manufacturing, which means instead of being cut away like in a mill or a CNC machine, it's being added to produce a product. This material is known as filament. Filament is usually plastic, and it comes in spools, which are rolls of long strands of material in the form of almost spaghetti. The most common types of filament used today are PLA and ABS plastic. ABS is a thermoplastic, and PLA is corn-based, which means it's biodegradable and good for the environment. There are a variety of other materials available as filament, ranging from nylon to wood to metal to even polycarbonate, which is the same plastic used to make bulletproof glass. New filaments are being produced every day, and this is just one example of the constant advancements in the field of 3D printing. So how does it work? Something called an extruder pushes the desired filament through a hot end, which can reach temperatures exceeding 300 degrees Celsius. As it passes through the hot end, the filament heats up to a liquid state. Once it flows through the nozzle, it freezes in place because the air cools it. All the while this is happening, motors are controlling where plastic is being placed on the print bed. The earliest form of 3D printing originated in the late 1980s, and at this point it was called rapid prototyping. This was the birth of 3D printing, but it was meant for manufacturers and not consumers. It would remain that way throughout the 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s, early 2000s, as the technology progressed. By 2007, the cheapest 3D printer exceeded $10,000. Now, this was way out of the budget of most consumers at the time. It wasn't until 2009 that 3D printing became more commercially available. And it was at this point that people realized 3D printing was so revolutionary when it was brought to the consumer. NASA even thinks 3D printing is the future. You can manufacture things ranging from parts to food. You can print chocolate at home with a 3D printer. With all this progress, there has to be some drawbacks, right? Yes, you're correct. Regulating 3D printing is no easy task. There's so much controversy associated with what you can do with a 3D printer. People can manufacture anything their minds can think of in the comfort of their own home. People have manufactured guns and weapons, and it's even possible in the future that people may be able to manufacture drugs at home using a 3D printer called a chem printer. Just last week, designs for the world's first 3D printed revolver were released online. Anything that can be designed in a modeling program can be printed, and the possibilities are limitless. 3D printing has come a long way, and it could be one of the most prominent technologies of the 21st century, as long as it's dealt with and regulated properly. Now, hopefully, you'll walk away with a little more knowledge in the field of 3D printing. Thank you for your time, and thanks for tuning in.